In this video, we're going to be breaking down 4 different types of emails you can send that will generate more opens, higher click-through rates, more sales for your digital program. We will be auditing Ramit Sethi's industry financial guru. He helps you manage your finances well, be prepared for retirement, buy your first home, etc., etc. We're going to break down his entire long-form offer email that produces sales and is promoting his program. We're also going to introduce to you the 4 different types of emails. And with no further ado, let's dive right in. All right, here's your email marketing strategy. First and foremost, you need a solid hook. All right, hook is going to be subject line of the email or otherwise 1,000-foot overview. What is this email about? Why should we read it? Why should we pay attention to it with our morning coffee? You have to have a great hook. If people don't open your email, they can't read your email, they can't click through your email, they can't buy from your email. All right, the next part of your email is the body. We're going to be talking about this today. Again, the 4 different types of emails that you can send. And the last point of your email is call to action. Where are you driving traffic and what are you doing? And so let's go ahead and look at the 4 different types of emails. We have broken this down as OSVS. All right, so first O stands for offer. You can write an email where the primary objective is to produce a sale, is to promote your product or service. This is an offer email. You need to understand what the objective of your email is before you go into creation mode. All right, so ask yourself, am I trying to make a sale? All right, or am I trying to add, this V stands for value. Am I building my authority by adding value and creating goodwill in the marketplace? All right, so you have offer. This first S here is story. Do I want to build more of a personal relationship with my audience so that they know they can trust me more? And the last one is one of my favorites. This one we're going to be looking at in depth as we audit this email. But this last one is where a lot of your sales actually come from. And it is what I call belief shifting or shifting beliefs. All right, you have to shift your audience's belief around their ability to get a end desired result with you, with your product and or service before they can move forward. This right here is what 99% of marketers get wrong. They do none of this shifting beliefs. Here is a quick side note, guys. Realistically, your audience views you as an expert. All right, you're still trying to drive home the point that you have enough credentials, enough awards, enough experience, when really what your audience needs to hear from you is that they are good enough. That's what people care about. People care about me, myself, and am I good enough to lose weight? Am I good enough to get the relationship? Am I good enough to make the money and generate more leads? Am I good enough to grow my business, travel the world? You need to shift somebody's perspective and beliefs around their own capability to get the end result with your product or service. Tony Robbins is a master at this. He is always getting people amped up. He is shifting your beliefs and your energy so that you're able to purchase because you have belief in yourself to get the result. These are the 4 different types of emails. So ask yourself, what is the objective of this email? Are we trying to produce a sale? Am I trying to build a personal relationship with my audience? Am I trying to build my authority, credibility, and value? Or do I need to help them, my audience, overcome a limiting belief about their ability to get a result? All right, so these are the 4 different things that you can have in the body of your email. Let's look at a killer offer email that it comes from this guru. Again, his name is Ramit Sethi. You might have heard of him. He's on all the podcasts and all the things. He had a television show that was really big, that was national, and he was helping people and couples manage their finances. All right, and so his new program was going live the very next day. So he starts his email off with, hey, a reminder, my program is open this week only. You can join today and it closes tomorrow. All right, so that's just not much going on there. That's the CTA. But immediately after that, out of everything that Ramit could say and do in this particular email, notice what he is really putting a lot of emphasis around. This is really the start of the email. Unlike other business programs, you do not need a good idea before you join. He stresses this. You do not need a business idea before you start the program. He even shows you a screenshot of the program. All right. And the very first module is how to come up with a great idea that will help you earn an online income. All right. So Ramit's number 1 objection that his audience has is, you know what? I want to join your program, but I just don't have a good idea. So he is shifting your belief around needing a good idea. He is stressing in his email right from the start, that you don't need a good business idea. So ask yourself, what is the objection my audience has keeping them from moving forward? You have to address that in your email or in any piece of content for your audience to move forward. Now, if I ask you this question, why does diet soda exist when we have regular soda? Diet soda was manufactured because the number one objection was soda makes you fat. So they came out with a 0 or low calorie soft drink. That is a diet soda. That is the number one objection. Great products and services overcome objections the audience has that would prevent them from buying, like diet soda. So Ramit right away says you don't need a good business idea. He knows that's his number one objection. He does a screenshot, and he even says here, you can find your profitable idea inside of our playbook. He is really stressing and helping to shift your belief around your ability to make an online income with this program. All right, then he gets into what you'll learn inside this program. Notice he does not say how many videos there are, how many cheat sheets there are, how long you have access to the community, any of that. He's, again, stressing the benefits. You're going to have mindset shifts. You're going to get practical videos, worksheets, pricing advice, sales techniques that pay you. And most importantly, overcoming an objection again. You won't be doing it alone. Another huge objection people have. I've tried it before. I tried it by myself. It didn't work. We're overcoming objections. We are shifting beliefs so that somebody can move forward to making the purchase. As we continue on, all right, this is a best practice that nobody talks about that makes a huge difference in the industry, is when you make some type of promise, you have to follow up with proof. Remember that. Promise, proof, promise, proof. He's making a promise that you won't be doing it alone and that you don't need an idea to get started. And then boom, comes back with proof in terms of a screenshot of a customer testimonial. All right, now inside this program, we're talking about benefits rather than features. You're going to find your profitable idea. Notice that bullet point number 1 is overcoming the largest objection he has, which is, I don't have an idea, Ramit, but I want to work with you. Cool, let me address that objection, shift your belief right away that you can do this. Very first bullet point, very first thing in the program is going to address the objection. You're going to find your profitable idea. Then you're going to find customers who are happy to pay you, desired benefit. Hey, if you're wondering whether this program will work for you based on your expertise, you can be just getting started, or you can already be an expert and grow much larger. So in other words, this program is for you. Then if you're still an expert, guess what? We have advanced concepts like positioning, pricing, and psychology. Again, not mentioning how many videos, not mentioning how many hours you have to invest into this, talking about benefits of end result. Ultimate end result, automate your business so you keep earning money. And then last time I traveled to India, Italy, and Mexico. This is, right, a little bit of the story piece. So what Ramit is actually doing here is he's combining all 4 of these aspects in a single email. There's an offer in here. He's including personal stories. He's going to give a little bit of value that you will see, and he's absolutely overcoming objections, limiting beliefs that you have, and shifting the way you perceive your ability to succeed with his help. He's also getting rid of pain points. You're not going to need to be scraping or scrambling. And then he makes another promise. It's a system. My program's a system and it works. That's a big promise. What do? Promise, proof. So here's proof, here's proof. Promise, proof. Now, if you're more analytical, let's calculate how much you can make. He gets into math numbers here in terms of, hey, if you have a $50 product and you sell 10 copies a month, how much you could potentially make there. So if you sold just 10 of your $50 product every month and stopped after 2 years, you make an extra $12,000. Coaches and consultants, listen up. Look what Ramit just did here. He's talking about lifetime return on investment. He's not talking about the results you will achieve in the first 3 months of the program, first 6 months of the program. He's talking elongated horizon. If you take this program, it's going to benefit you for years and years. Remember, if you're in the info marketing space, you are selling lifetime transformation because knowledge is something that always stays with you regardless. And so once you learn a skill, you have the skill for the rest of your life. So if you learn how to sell just 10 copies of a $50 product every month, that right there is $500 a month, which is after 2 years, $12,000 in your bank account. So you only have to take the program once, but after 2 years of doing this, you have this. He even does a graphic to stress that. And then he blows it up a little bit more. Hey, if you have a $100 product and you produce a sale a day, after 3 years, that's $108,000. So again, ROI of lifetime investment in the program. So if you're selling information, coaching, or consulting, you need to talk about not just immediate ROI, but what is lifetime ROI? 1 year, 5 years, 10 years out from somebody being successful with the information you provide, whether weight loss, relationship related, or business. So he goes through the numbers here. Rhetorical questions to keep your attention. Notice there's italics font, bold font. It's formatted very nicely. There's no big, long, chunky paragraphs. It's broken up, so it's easy on the eyes. There's clear call to actions. And hey, this is what we're going to show you, right? You build it once, get paid forever. That's the lifetime ROI here. And then he gets you imagining a little bit. What would you start to do if you had this amount of extra income per month? Would you splurge? Would you go on vacation? That is his kind of sign off email. And then again, another call to action here. Because in case you haven't clicked and purchased, you're not sold yet, and you probably have an objection. That objection is, I don't have a good business idea, so I can't take this program on how to profit with my business idea. Call to action here. If you need an idea to get started first, here's a free worksheet on how to find your idea. He wants to overcome that objection, that limiting belief you have, so that you can move forward. So to recap, guys, you need every email has a great hook, has the body of the email, has a call to action. Now the call to action can change. You might be driving somebody to a YouTube video, to a podcast, to a Facebook group, etc. Ask yourself, what's the objective of this email? Am I adding value and driving traffic? Am I trying to build a personal relationship? Am I trying to produce a sale? Do I need to help my audience feel empowered so that they can actually move forward? Hope this training was helpful around best practices around email marketing. And if you guys want another training that can help you guys have higher open rates and click-through rates, be sure to watch this video right here.